Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Pine Pass, episode 34. And I just love seeing people walk along the quay wall. It makes me happy. Is this thing getting boats still? Yeah, it's still getting boats. So today we are going to move over into this area, and I think we're going to get back to our high-rise ban. I think it's time to start tapering off. As it is, this neighborhood across the highway looking a little dwarfed, though I'm thinking I have a solution for that. What we're going to do is toward this end where we have residential, we're going to switch it. We're gonna change gears here. I don't know why there's not zoning right there. That's kind of an oversight on my part. We're gonna switch gears on just a couple of blocks here, like to here. Yeah, right there. We're gonna change gears. Gonna add a district right in like this, and then I want to come in and make sure it's not on this side of the street right here. Ooh, that went a little nuts on me. Get there without it snapping. Oh. I'm so looking forward to the new district tool in City Skylines 2. It's going to be so much better. From what they've shown, it's just going to be better. So this is going to become... where is it? Brooklyn. And we're just going to get some brownstones in this area. Thing is, though, does that impact our commercial as well? I think it does. Let's see if our commercial disappears. No, it seems to be sticking around. So let me speed this up and see if we lose any. I'm just gonna give it like a minute. Yeah, looks like we're all right. It seems to be holding just fine. So awesome, very, very awesome. So we are going to then go ahead and rezone this with high density, just wabam, and then come through here and say wabam because you don't belong. And then that should. I'll start filling in with some nice brownstones. I'm going to leave the high-rise band. Yeah, I'm going to leave the high-rise band. Because it's going to be tall enough against some of these as is. I don't know why those haven't gone away. There they go. Finally. It's just the last holdouts are like new. Yeah, none of our commercial disappeared, so I'm assuming we're safe. In fact, a commercial building just built in, so awesome. And then over here, where's my schools? They're over there. Good. I'm thinking this could be used for something a little different. Something I haven't really used all that much. The grocery store. Turning that key off. I just want to see how it will fit. So we've got the large grocery store and a medium grocery store. And I think the large one would be the one that I would want over here and kind of face it this direction. So maybe we take out this road in the middle. What else do we have? A traditional department store. See, I don't ever use like any of these. And I should. I really should. Because they're nice looking assets. So let's get... We're not going to do them all. We've already done them all. What can I build? I can build 2 malls, really? Or no, I haven't used a small, have I? I used it in Broston County, but no, we haven't used it in Pine Pass. We used these guys. All right, cool. So we are going to eliminate most of this neighborhood here. It's sad, but, it has to happen. And then we're going to bring in the large grocery store right here. I want to see. Yeah, it's got some good foresight of architecture there. We do, however, have a loading bay back there. So I'd really want that to at least look like it has a road coming to it. In order to do that, I'd have to flip it around and bring a road in behind it. So we've got an entrance there. No, that's not an entrance. It's just advertising. Our entrance appears to be over there. So, if I flip this around this way, that puts that loading dock back there. So what if we then bring in some parking back here for this guy? Like, I want to get rid of all this housing that's in here. Just eliminate it entirely. So if we do that, it doesn't leave me enough room for a road unless I use like one of our 1-unit roads, which I have those, so I could have a 1-unit 2-way. Thought I did. Just keep scrolling. We got the industrial ones. Okay. Here's my 1-unit roads. That's 2-way. 1 unit. But it doesn't snap where I need it to be. Yeah, it wants to go to a weird spot. What if I do, even with anarchy on it, wants to go to one of those? So that's not going to work. So instead, we'll just get creative with the path. Though that is now on a road, so never mind. Yeah, that's fine. We could still get creative with the path, but I don't think it's as necessary now. And then we're going to replace the stuff back here in this corner with some commercial after we add a bit more parking for the grocery store. I'm going to run a path through here. Like right there. And then we're going to bring another one right here. I don't know why I have anarchy on. We don't need it. That was weird the way that did that. And then right next to the dog park, we'll just have a shop. Right there, cool. Definitely, you know, a big difference between our building height, but I think it kind of makes a nice transition. And everybody now has a grocery store to go shop at, which how awesome is that? I think that's fantastic. Little parking in front, a lot of parking out back, and that parking can also help serve maybe some of these people over here. So yeah, I think this looks better. And I may even continue the brownstones over to here, but though I'm thinking more of Heart of Korea because they're nice tall buildings, even though they're low density. So that may be what we do on the other side. We will see. I could have swore I wanted to play it and it's just so much easier to see. I don't know how that got turned off. We can see now. It still snows. Like the effect still happens in the roads. You can see still get covered. And clearly it's still storming. I just turned off the freaking blinding snow that we can't see through. And I think it makes it better. So yeah, I like this a lot better. I just want to see how tall are these going to get once they upgrade. That one's pretty well upgraded. And that's as tall as it gets, so that's fine. Yeah, just some nice apartment buildings through here. Makes the transition over to the city make a little bit more sense. So last week, we mentioned, it was like 30 minutes ago for me, we mentioned adding some sound walls, and I do think it is a necessity through here. These shadows are just brutal, aren't they? Where's that one lane? Is that you? Yeah. Just add in some sound walls. I'm not going to go all the way up to there because that would block your line of sight to be able to exit. Ooh, even the industry highway has one. And then we need our 3-lane. And I'm going to just continue that all the way down to there. Because we're going to have a lot of stuff happening right back in here. And what I want to do now is come in here with a road, scroll all the way back down here to just a basic road. There we go. And then I just kind of want to figure out where I want to go. And I think, honestly, coming off of that is fine. We'll eventually get away from the highway, but for now it'll work. So I'm thinking to make this actually have, or actually be another pedestrian district over here. and just extend the one, not another one, but extend the one that we have over here and make it primarily residential with some commercial and office mixed in. I'm not sure though. I know the Heart of Korea pack has commercial. I don't know if it has office or not. I guess there's one way to find out, and that's to zone some, yeah? Yeah, but I'd like it to be an extension of our pedestrian district. So we're just going to bring that out right here, and it's going to follow the same grid. But we don't have to worry about it as much because it's pedestrian roads. We're going to go like 3 blocks of it here. Maybe more. We'll see. Come on, get freaking road guidelines. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta turn a tool off in order to maintain your sanity. So this can have as many connections down here as we need, though it'd be nice if they were nice straight lines. Simply because it's pedestrian roads, so it won't have any traffic whatsoever. So it'll be fine. That leaves a little bit of separation back there. I was wanting to get it maybe a little closer to the highway, but I think it's better to avoid that. So we're going to bring our pedestrian district up here to encompass all of this, because otherwise we will have people complaining that they're on a pedestrian road and not in a pedestrian district. Cool. So I need to come up with something to do here. Probably just landscaping and a few more paths. Like I think we could do with a path right there. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to turn all this off and just kind of... I was going to curve it, and then I clicked the wrong button, or failed to click the right one. I'm just going to curve that over a bit like that. We could even connect through here. I mean, not that they really need it because they had that connection, but it's there now and we can't change it. Can't ever be changed. And then we'll eventually do some landscaping. I swear I'm going to do a detailing stream on Pine Pass. Why aren't you connected? Let's fix that oversight. There we go. That looks better. Cool. So, yeah, here I want to then paint a regular district on top of this. Wait, did I not do the right thing? Oh, I didn't extend my pedestrian district. Okay. Alright, so what did I do wrong here? Yeah, I don't want that district to come over here. That was my mistake. So now I gotta try to clean this up. Let's bring that all the way back up through there again, and that one is where it needs to be. Cool. It's the pedestrian district I wanted to bring up here. I'm sure one of you were yelling at me when I was doing that. It's just unfortunately, you know, this happened weeks ago. Weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. So cool. Some of these buildings here might get caught up in it a little bit, but I don't think it'll be a problem. And now we want a separate district here so that we can get our Korea theme. That did not go anywhere near as well planned. There we go. Follow just the road. Cool. And right up through here, and then we'll bring the financial district back over so that we get, whoops, the right thing here in each of these areas. So that's there, and then we'll bump this back down to clean that up. Cool. So, gosh, this is getting hard to see everything. Styles. We want the Heart of Korea. And hope for the best when it comes to getting coverage. So we've got good healthcare coverage out here. We have good police. We have, or fire. We have good police. You know what we haven't built in a while is a bank. Our nearest bank is way over there. We could use a bank. Where can we slap down a bank that isn't going to kill too much? Not too many places. Looks like I can get away with one right there. And that'll service this area better. Cool. Yeah, it's got a really wide area. We could probably even do with a small one over here. Get rid of some of this commercial. Cool. The banks do help. I don't know what our crime rate even is. We're eventually going to build a prison. It's only 6%. All right, awesome. So let's think about, do we need schools? We are getting close on elementary capacity. Surprised we're not close on high school capacity, but I guess because of that high school right there, we're fine. I'm not going to build any additional schools. I think it'll be all right. I think we're just going to come in here and zone. And this is going to be our first little test. Do we even get offices with it set to the heart of Korea? Let's find out. Let's first of all make sure I did save it. Yeah, I did. We do have a bit of office demand. Nothing growing in. I just don't know. I don't remember what all this has. So we're just going to do that type of zone. I know the residential is low density, but I was pretty sure it had some commercial and office as well. So not really sure what's going on. But we're going to just bring in a lot. Oh, we do have offices starting to spawn in. What are we getting? Are we getting Korean buildings? Because that's what I want. Or are we getting just generic office? That looks pretty much generic office to me. Now the Korean retail looks fine. So is there... So it's only high density on the retail side of things. All right, that's a little strange, but okay. I can deal with it. Yeah, I know you don't have any water or anything. We were just testing. Give me a minute. So we will bring our water pipes over. Let's turn our snap tubes back on to make that a little easier. And to there as well. Cool. So we will come back here with our commercial. Just take up that whole space. Though I may break it up and bring like a path back here. Maybe to fill up some of this area back here. Don't know yet. Our commercial demand is fairly significant. So I'm going to go ahead and do another line there. And even though we're not getting the Korean buildings, we are going to just put that in anyway. And do we want to go ahead and zone up against this road? There's not that much traffic back here, so I think we'll be okay. I think it should be fine. Let's look and see about getting them some nice amenities back here, though. This is where I should connect this. That way we can build off of that. So we're just going to bring that down at an angle and then get rid of that zoning and that zoning. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then maybe we can get something to come off of this road at a funky angle. I don't know yet. We're about to find out. What do we want, though? Ice Sculpture Park? Nah. Snowman Park? Snowman Park would be cool. This is a residential area. Though it doesn't really fill up the area. That's the only downside to a lot of these assets is that just... The really big ones, you know, it doesn't make sense to have a cross-country ski park. Fire Pit Park is nice, but it looks more at home, I think, in a wooded area. Plus, it's really difficult to connect buildings to the back of it. But I may go ahead and do it anyway. And then do our Ice Sculpture Park there. Yeah, so you can't, not buildings, but paths. You can't really get a path connected to the back of that anywhere. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the residential being out here on this road, but I think I'm going to roll with it for now. Though, how much noise does their commercial make? A lot. I was really hoping that because they were smaller commercial buildings, they wouldn't make as much noise, because then we could have put some right here. But they do make a lot of noise, so we can't do that. So, how are we doing on... Where's our nearest disaster shelter? Way over there. I thought I had one. Oh, there's one back there, but that won't do us any good in this neighborhood. I would like. Oh yeah, you can't put them on pedestrian roads. That's right. Oh well. Okay, well let's let this area fill in for a minute, and then we'll come back and see what we need to do next. Something just dawned on me. I think I know why this area had so much noise from its commercial. Let's see if I can click that. There we go. So we're gonna compare here. Very noisy commercial. And then if we go back into the pedestrian district and go to policies, I turned on street music. What does that do for our noise? I know that adds noise. But it doesn't seem to make all that much of a difference, does it? Like, there's with it on. Yeah, that's so negligible. Yeah, I'd rather have it on. I am curious, though. Have we switched our focus now? No, it is mixed. If we could get that up to 50%. Somehow we have some office in here. Let's see if we can fix that. Yeah, it's those offices right there. Okay, let's fix this real quick. We will cut that little corner there. Cut that little corner there, and then just nudge it back. God, I hate this. So the way it snaps is just so frustrating. And then I want to just carefully erase these offices. I think by doing that, we might get our numbers a little closer. Still think there's office here. Oh, there is office back here. Duh. I'm a moron. There's offices right there. I thought this was other offices. Yeah, I'd really like to be able to get that to where it's now focused on residential. So, you know, hey, we could unlock one of these. The pedestrian and residential focus have 2,000. Yeah, I think we've got 496, and these things haven't finished building yet. So I wonder if we added in another block, if that wouldn't help. However, how are we doing on upgrades? You're just a level 3. Are you going to get any taller? Because if they don't get any taller, it's not really going to work here. Because it's just too much of a stark difference to what's over there and what's right here next to it. Granted, you know, these are humongous buildings. But if they don't get much taller than that, that's not going to do me much good. While I'm waiting, education, we're still okay. We have the capacity. We might not have location, but we have capacity. We'll probably do another one over here, because we are going to do some more residential down to here. And we've almost filled up the map. It's getting really close. So let's let these guys get through an upgrade cycle. We've got a lot of them that still need to go to school and everything before they upgrade, and see what size they're going to be. I am going to switch gears and do something that I mentioned a moment ago that we haven't done yet, and that is build a prison. If I can find a suitable location. It's going to be remote. It's going to be, you know, because nobody wants to live near the prison. But I think we've got a nice flat space out here that will work fine. So we're going to do it. And I have, God, we're losing money. I have mods. There it is. Interactive prisons. Is that what it says? That sounds scary, but okay. And we'll eventually bring this road in, but I want it to come up into here. So I want my prison to sit like back here. Let me look at my terrain to make sure I'm not going to do anything weird there. That should be fine. And then I want to come in here into my police buildings. Where are they? Are they here? Oh, they're here. Okay. And then we've got the different prison blocks and things like that. So I want to center that right about where that road is going to come in, which is going to be about there. So now we can bump that over, get that somewhat centered. I know you don't have water. It'll be okay. And then, excuse me, I want to bring this in about here, I believe, because I want to get another large prison block right there. Nope, not quite where I need it to be. So we'll try that again and go here. I want them to be pretty close to each other. Yeah, see, now it's too far. So I need to go back like 2 more tiles. Okay. So let's get rid of that, and then let's go. So that was there. So if we go over 1, 2, and then try again. Now it's just 1 too close. Oh, because of course it is. There we go. That's going to be as close as I can get them, I guess. I mean, I could use move it to do this, but it's alright. So I'm going to delete that, because what I want to do is then see how far it is this way, which it is not telling me a dollar value. Do these not cost money? No, they don't. Okay, so that's why. So it's 393.7. You're going to have to... There we go. Cool. And then run that back there. And then I want... we have a small prison block here. I want to do like a couple of these down this side. But you got to be careful how close you get them to the corner. Otherwise, they look a little weird. So I want to bring that back in there. And then I want to bring this across. No, I don't. I want to come back a little bit more. And then bring it across. And can I get... Whoa, not in the sky. Can I get 1 more of these in here? Without it looking funky? Yeah, we're good. And then back here, we shall do the recreation. I don't really like that recreational facility has to sit on the road. Not quite ideal. You wouldn't have a recreation facility with its own entrance like that, but whatever. It's fine. So, to get this road connected, we're going to, first of all, maybe, depending on how far out it comes, we might not keep this. Just, I could do it at an angle. So if I do it straight, it's too far out. Yeah, let's do this at an angle and see what that looks like. It's fine. And that way, this looks like, you know, controlled access into the prison. And then we will grab this road and allow our mod to do the heavy lifting here by creating the curve from here to there. Lovely, lovely, absolutely beautiful. We has prison. So let's, our snap twos are on. They just don't snap to these roads very well for some reason. So get that connection there. Then we'll bring this out. And then we're going to come way over here. And probably start here. Yep. And then let's just turn all these off and get some water over to our prison. Just realized I've been building roads without zoning. These will function, even though they're not on zoning, yeah? Yeah, prison van's in use, so we're good. And then that gives us a lot of capacity for the crims, and brings down our crime rate. What we can also do is then come in here and turn on... Oh, it already is. Harsh prison sentences. So it keeps criminals off the street for longer. And definitely had an impact on our crime rate. And, you know, prisons get built. an undesirable land right next to highways, away from town sometimes, you know, because nobody wants it near them. And I think that is pretty doggone good. The only thing I want to add in are a couple of towers. We are going to bring one right here. Yep, and then we're going to have one around back. Kind of on the opposite corner. That building has a tower built in, but you can't really, can't see over everything, so do one more right there. These actually have an impact on crime in the area. You can see it turned blue, but I don't really understand how it works. We're going to get rid of the trees that are in here. There would not be trees. In fact, there wouldn't be trees very close to the facility at all. There would also not be a rock in the road. Cool. We have a prison. And they are sitting out. So you are going way over there. Wow, that's quite the trek. Actually, it's not that bad. What about the other one? I'm just kind of curious. Where did he go? There he is. Where are you going? You're going... You have a bit of a trek. I just kind of want to follow this guy on his journey for a minute. And we're still waiting for the Heart of Korea area to build up. So let's just follow this guy and see what his trip through town picking up prisoners is like. Wasn't a bad little drive, and I'll be honest, I can sit there and follow a vehicle in first person for hours, or just pick different vehicles at random. I enjoy it. I like seeing the town from first person. You know, aside from phasing through a truck and having a hearse get in the way and having to crash through a few boulders, that was a pretty uneventful trip. So we do have... That's an interesting looking building. Yeah, I think these are not going to be tall enough. So, as much as I like the idea of having those buildings here, we may have to do them elsewhere. I'm going to turn off that theme and switch gears. We're going to come over here and we're going to use this instead. Our self-sufficient buildings. It's kind of sad. We're going to see a lot of things go, but it's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. And then that means we probably also need to demolish all of this commercial back here and let it grow back in. And hopefully get something a little bit taller. Hopefully. I would also like to... Where's our office oriented on this road? I would like to make this a bus-only lane. And then from here, we're going to resume regular streets. So let's just turn our snap twos on. I need this bus to be able to get out of here. So we're just going to do that for now, just to give it a spot. And then I need a bus that kind of comes through this neighborhood and then over here. And then turns around and comes back. Because we have this metro over here. May as well allow it to pick up some passengers. So we will have a stop there. There. And then we'll jump up here to this street. We'll have a stop pretty close to that. And then up. You know, it helps to upgrade this to a bus-only road. What is it that we were using? Not cobblestone. Bluestone. So I need to make this the right kind of street. And then we can finish our bus line. So where'd you go? There you are. So we'll grab that stop like we're moving it, and then you can just pick it up and go again. And that'll get us an ability to come back. I really thought they would come down here and turn around, but I guess that's their only option right now. They'll have more options eventually. And then to there, and then he can go right there. And that at least gets us some bus service from Metro. I know they only have to walk a few blocks, but I think it'll be beneficial, and I think it'll help out over here as well. For this line here, we may be able to bring it up into this neighborhood and then back down. I don't know that it's really necessary, though. If we do good buses, we won't have to worry about it. So now we just have to let this try again. And honestly, I just realized my mistake. This needs to be high density. Yep. Because I want taller buildings than that. So this needs to be higher density. All through here. Gonna get rid of that. And then let's do just a little bit of commercial up in here. Not a lot. Just something to fill this area in a little bit better. Cool. Cool. So that will get that area growing in with the right buildings. One thing we don't have are our pedestrian walkways through here. I like them. It's kind of the signature of Pine Pass at this point, isn't it? All these walkways. Because they're everywhere. And they show up in Broston County quite a bit, too. Kind of like that our blocks along the front here are irregular because of the curve of that. It's a borderline arterial. We've never really formalized it as an arterial, but it is a borderline arterial. So, do we want walking? Do we want paths to come in between back here and occasionally dip in? I mean, they've got sidewalks to walk on. I don't know that we really need a pedestrian pathway as well. I just don't know that it's warranted. What I would like to do is try to get one that comes up in behind here and gets around this. Probably be a little tricky, but I think we can do it if we're patient. And then have it come back right in here without taking any of this out. Oh, that was tight, but we did it. And there it is. And then we're going to go ahead and make a connection there as well. There we go. And then with some landscaping, that'll fill that area in quite nicely. So once again, we're going to sit and watch this area grow. We are going to at least get taller buildings this way, and I think I will be happier with it like that. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm a lot happier with how this is turning out. I think we will be in good shape. So, did we manage to get this as a pedestrian area? No. But we could extend it out to here. I mean, we could. We're starting to get into an area that I'm wanting to do something different with. Kind of like to get the mall down here, maybe, or maybe even here. And it's a huge freaking asset. Like, I don't even know if oh no, it'll fit. It would fit back here. You would really want it like that, and then have like the mall like right here at this edge. Run a ring road around it. Some parking down on the end, down by this road here. And then some of the commercial stuff in there. Or we could have it situated out over here, but then we don't have room for those larger commercial buildings. No, that's not ideal land. This would be better. Over here is already going to be a bit of a challenge with the roads because of how that is right there. But we might be able to adjust that and make that a little bit better. I mean, that's not a bad placement for the mall. Not at all. Oh, I rhymed. Didn't mean to. Yeah, I'd really like to get this area to be focused on something, though. Is it really necessary? Do we really need another landmark building? I mean, they don't really do a whole lot. I mean, they help some, but not a great deal. Well, there's just hardly no residential demand. What's our unemployment's fine, so I'm kind of surprised by that. you would think we would be seeing a lot more residential demand. I'm going to watch this for a minute and see if it finally finishes filling in. And then we'll take a look and see what we have here. Plus, we do still have a lot of upgrading taking place. Just going to double check our capacities on education. And wow, we have 18,000 high school capacity. That's absurd. But we're borderline on our elementary, so we may just have to deal with it. So I cut down the districts here. Kept a residential district on its own and made a separate one here and took off the high-rise ban on the offices and the commercial. Basically, things were just looking a little too short compared to the rest of it. So we do have some of our level 4 buildings now, and it just didn't quite look right. I think by letting the offices and commercial upgrade, we'll get similar style buildings. They still won't be as tall as what we have over there in the financial district, but I think we'll be in better shape with it. And then I will continue letting this run between videos for all of our upgrades and things. And the next time we will build some shopping areas. But until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.